Saddletank either, so I thought, why not? I don't know why it's rolling like that. As you might know, the tracks were rotten after more than 40 years of use, so they've been replaced, thus preventing services from running. Now we've been using and are still losing money prior to the restoration, so we need to start running some services. Your first task will be taking the first passenger train from Port Dornoch to Crabenmore, stopping at all stations. Right, let me just pause that one moment while I update the deets at the top. This one is Lonely Shunter Part 1. It's by Revarness. Crabenmore Branch, which is a workshop route. And the 0-4-0 Saddletank, which looks like the green one from Falmouth Branch. Right. Okay, before we continue, we need to refuel the engine with water. I think I can probably manage that, maybe, sort of. Oh, there's the water there. I was just thinking, where's this water? Don't know if I'm in the right place there. Let's find out, shall we? That would be a no. Pour it in the middle, that's it. Everyone need a bath? Excellent. Now, we need to go to the goods shed. So we need to go forwards, across there, and then we can come back to the goods shed. Okay, back up to pick up the coaches. Crabenmore Branch is very nice. It's just a rough map. It's not massive, but it's not. I believe it's a real route as well. I tabbed, Moggy. I tabbed. Calm down. I can't remember what the journey time is Bath to Bournemouth West. It's quite a bit. It's quite a long journey. A couple of hours, I think. It's the sort of thing I might do on a weekend stream rather than an evening one. Everyone kind of wants to see a bunch of different things on the evening streams. Right, bring the wagons to the station. Pick up your first passenger. Wagons? What wagons? Right, we are going to take them over there, so I need to come all the way forward and across the line over there. Longest run for an evening stream, I try and avoid I generally don't go above 60 minutes, but I certainly don't go above 90. Not for an evening stream. Rubku! Thank you for the host. Rubku is now partnered up. Make sure you go and show him your support, folks. The main problem with the automatic fireman, Shazam, is more about when it applies water. Because it will apply water based on, if you imagine there's an upper and a lower limit. And once the water hits the lower limit, it applies it up to the upper limit. You could be struggling up a hill, and it will have let it run out of water going down the hill, and decide to apply water going up, just purely because of that's how it worked out. So it can be a bit tricky. It's just much better off learning how to use the firing yourself. You're playing Microsoft Flight Sim X. Nice. FSX is awesome. I have got as many lights as this loco has got. These white boards are the only lights this one's got. It doesn't rely on the HUD. You can get everything you need from the internal gauges. Depart when ready. Right, ideal fire mass is basically 86%. Calbracken Ferry. Oh, it's true, firing is an issue, isn't it? Yeah, you either need to use the F5 or the HUD. You can use the F5. Most people I know that don't like the HUD don't mind having the F5 on. Oh, 40 limit. T. Gasping. Lay down that beat. I pulled the cut off back just a bit too far. No. That's better. We found our balance. Jim BF, this one would be. It's a fictional route. Or I think it's a fictional route, or at least it's in a fictional place. Passenger view. Nope, these coaches don't have a passenger view from the looks of it. The map's not so much confused, David. It's drawing it exactly where the game says to, but I suspect it's at lat long 00. Beautiful route though, isn't it? Look at that. Stunning. There's Kilbracken Ferry. We're doing alright on timing though, we'll be about a minute and a half early. Well, Lucas Plays Games, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. The train looks almost Percy. Yeah, a little bit, not quite, but a little bit. It's similar. Top and tailing the KRS charter set, that sounds good. It's really amusing that the acronym is KRS, given that Kuju Rail Simulator was how this game started. It's not a steam gronk, now it's way too fast for a steam gronk. That'll do. Is there a subs benefits besides Discord and farming? Emotes. The usual Twitch benefits. Can't think of anything else right now. I generally give subs priority for multiplayer sessions of a game that we're playing. Cameron's Gaming, why haven't DTG updated 158 to use more up-to-date lighting and rain effects? You're probably best betting asking DTG about that. I don't know. I don't do anything with TS1 anymore. Except this. Playing it. Everything I do is on that other one. That new fancy smancy one. Right away, driver. Do I list anyone what my PC setup is? I do. It's down there on the chat page. I've got no idea how you change it, Moggy. Rubku. All I can suggest is that you email Twitch. You should have a contact at Twitch now. I don't know if it'll be Pluto, but if you contact the partner email address, they're really quite quick to respond. Very good, in fact. Yeah, the windscreen on the buffered HST is broke. That's one of the reasons it's not on sale anymore, Copernicia. I think we found the maximum speed of this thing. What are my specs anyway? Fine art. They are a Core i7 6700K 4.6 gigahertz, I think. It's overclocked. It's a GeForce 980 Ti Asus Strix graphics card. Got an M2 PCIe SSD hard drive as the main drive with this game on it. Gigabyte Gaming 7 motherboard. It's a 16 gig of DDR4 high-speed RAM. I'll get the other 16 gig when it gets a bit cheaper. 16 is fine for now. Yeah, the game runs really well on this machine. Some of it's going to be down to the SSD because that stops a lot of the stuttering, because the stuttering is usually caused by it loading new scenery in. Some of it's down to the good CPU and the graphics. So the 980 Ti certainly helps, but having a really high-spec processor helps a lot as well. The key thing is, because the game is only single core, or fundamentally single core, it's the more actual raw power you can give it, not cores. So if you give it like if an i5 with massive high gigahertz rating versus an i7 with a low gigahertz rating, the i5 will do better, if you see what I mean. Ooh, hello. I need to take a screenshot. I'm going to try and not knock my tea over at the same time. Darn you, trees. There's a train in there somewhere. Ooh, that'll do. I hit the spot. Oh, hello. My reverse has got knocked. 1 in 57 grade. Yeah, you definitely want M2 SSDs. They are awesome. Tarbridge. Crabenmore, and then we run back up to the distillery. I'm pretty much the same, P-Schlick. I don't use 4K. I don't have any intentions to go 4K anytime soon. And I was the same with 1080p. Yeah, the mobile chipsets, fine art, are going to are not fantastic. I think A40 isn't bad, but most most laptops suffer because they've generally got slow hard drives for reasons of battery. So if you're putting an SSD in it, you'll probably find that'll be give you a decent improvement. The whole machine will probably feel like a different machine, to be honest. I know I upgraded I've got a Core i7 laptop that's must be about 10 years old now, and I put when I bought a new battery for it, I thought at the same time I'd finish it, get its memory from 12 to 16 gig, and put some SSDs in it, and the machine runs like it's a new machine. Which wasn't a bad investment, really. Ayrton, the Nebworth trailer pack. You'll need to talk to Amarillan. That's at the moment. I don't think he's finished. It's an unfinished pack at the moment, but you could talk to Amarillan and see if he can send you a copy. He's not on at the moment. No, you certainly don't need a GTX 1080 for this game. The game won't use it. It doesn't support the DirectX that uses all the features on the game on the 1080. More CPU is what you want. More gigahertz, not more cores. More gigahertz. Yeah, it's a 500. Yeah, 500 is very slow disk, but it's what's in most laptops. What OS? This is Windows 10. I ran Windows 7 and Windows 8 on other machines prior to this. You got 1060. A 1060 is a perfectly good card for this. You got triple SLI Asus Titan X. Wow. It's a shame no Unreal Engine 4 game will certainly use it. Must be about £3 worth of video cards. How many cores does TS World use? I don't know at this point, actually. Right away. Crabenmore next. Yeah, I used to have 3 rocks we used to use on the exhibition circuit little occurs. They're good machines actually, very good. What do you mean if you don't have 64-bit, P-Schlick? Most people have had a 64-bit machine for longer than they've been standardized on 64-bit machines now for a long time. Even though you might have only run a 32-bit operating system on it, most people had a 64-bit capable processor. So to be honest, if you're still using a 32-bit system, then best upgrade it. Good night, Barnum. .64-bit byte. I'm up already. Fine art. I've seen a lot of people quote various boot times for Windows 10. My machine, this one, doesn't boot in 10 seconds. I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest. Evaluate how the machine works for you. How fast it boots, I've been less worried about. This one takes longer than 10 seconds to boot. To be honest, GWR, I think the only thing that you can assume is that he's busy. I would just wait and email him again in a week or so. Did I say 10 minutes? I meant 10 seconds. Oh, fine art. Your current machine currently takes 10 minutes. Oh yeah, that's probably not a good thing. How long left? We've got to go and drop the coaches off, find some wagons, drag them up halfway back up the line again, and then we're done. So, not masses. We've done the long bit now. Right, so, where are we? There. Let's open the doors. We need to drop the coaches off in the loop, so we'll go pull forward and back. Pull forward and get those. And drop them back up there. So you want me to couple those to the back of the player and then propel them up the line? There's no manual junction, so I can't do anything else. Oh, it's not too far to propel them, I guess. I've done worse. Flying Scotsman 4072. I'm going to have a look at Clear Creek, I think, tonight. We should have time. Come on, Matt, cheer up. This is my happy face. Been trying out ideas for your TSW competition entry. Nice. Don't forget, everybody, competition. Send me a screenshot according to the rules, and you could possibly win a copy of Train Sim World when it comes out. Corey, what do you mean, what did happen to Train Sim World? It's being developed at the moment. Try not to blow it up when propelling in reverse. Ah, I'll be fine. It'll be fine. Those of you that don't know about what's happening with TS World, make sure you check out the latest article on train-simulator.com. And there was also the article recently, A Game Changer, about the AC4400. Lots of screenshots and things in there. Middle section of our branch line. Ironically, this station got another branch line attached to it, moving off to a small whiskey factory. Make sure to drop off the wagons at Crabenmore Loop. These are not wagons. Yeah, I can't wait for people to play with the AC4400. I spend all my life playing with a computer. Has it changed? It has. Hey Archangel, welcome. GRE, no. TS World takes up about 4 gigs, I think. Are we in? We are. Oh, what am I doing with that? No, that's what I want there. Brakes, brakes, uncouple. Go to the nearest siding. GR, even with all the DLC content, it's less than 300 gig on TS1. Fine art. What's the mug for? That's for so people use Twitch have a donation system called Twitch Bits and Twitch Cheering. So if someone does a cheer, then it will drop a little jewel into the mug. It's sort of like a tip jar. Hey, Gavroon. Right, so it's already routed us back in. GRE, I think you mean 78 gigs of hard disk space. Propelling wagons up the line. What can go wrong? You're not going to get much AI on a single track branch line, David. Bring the wagons to Crabenmore Distillery. Pull forward and then we'll reverse up the line. See you later, Chunkles. Activate or deactivate LCP? I can't remember actually. What I don't know is whether it wants me to go all the way back there or whether it will let me just get away with that. No, it wants me to go all the way. Good night, Momaki. It's like Control Shift numpad enter or something like that to do LZB. You shouldn't ever really need to do it, except if you want to turn it off, because it turns on and off automatically in theory. So has anyone here ever read a book called Ready Player One? And if so, who's looking forward to the movie? Do I get a breakdown view? I do. Well, sort of. Fine art. It's called Ready Player One. Very, very good book. Sort of slightly in the future virtual reality type thing. Bleak view of the future. I'm going to kind of limit myself to about 15 because I just don't feel comfortable propelling any faster. Can you use the dead man's pedal? Do you mean the DSD? It's in whichever ones it's been set up to be in. I couldn't. It's not in all of them, but it's in quite a few of them these days. Certainly a lot of the recent ones. There is a brake van view, but the brake van's on the wrong way round it, so you really can't see anything at all. That's the brake van view. Right, we're on our way to the whiskey distillery. We're going downhill. Just noticed my speed. It's quite relaxing watching me drive, is it, fine art? You haven't seen some of it. It varies between relaxing, hilarious, and downright frustrating at times, I think. Right, we're stopping here at Crabenmore Distillery, dropping off these wagons, he says, carefully checking his words. Don't want to upset Ed any more than we already have. Drop them off there. Let's put the brake on. Right, park engine in shed. Where is shed? Over there. Excellent. Right, pull forward. And then come back in over there. Okay. And then have to change that one. That puts us back into the shed. Don't need you moaning about it. I cleared the clearance so you can get another load of wagons in the left hand side if you want to. If you get a pencil in the gap between the train and the buffer stop, you're too far away. You're a hard taskmaster, Ed. You're a hard taskmaster. Yeah, it's a fantastic little scenario, isn't it, 4072? Good to see Revarness back on the back making scenarios, putting them on workshop. John! Because that cup is a little neglected tonight. Some cheer bits of love just because that cup was a little neglected tonight. Thank you, John. Ah, my ear. As of following, the trip went perfect without much delays, so over now you can have a short break. Superb. I'm looking forward to playing part 2. I don't know if that's up yet. Nicely done, Revarness. Okay, it is C30-7 time. Hang on. I am going to do a reboot of the game now, I think. What's the memory looking like? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's give it a reboot. We'll get